How is it that I have everything set up and as soon as I hit live, everything's all not set up? What the hell? Anyway, guys. Gotta change. Set up my astromech. How's it going, guys? Welcome back. It is time for the final Lower Decks first reaction review for season 1. We got episode 10 here, and we're going to talk about it right now. This one's called No Small Parts, and I mean, I've said it before, and god damn it, I'll say it again. Best episode so far. There, I've said it again. I say that every time. So now it does appear we have some super chats, but they're not showing up in here. So if the moderators or the admins here can send me some screenshots of the previous super chats, that'd be great. The first one I have listed here is Jeff Jacobs with 255, 50 before we start. Nice. On to 100. Hashtag make Jeff pay. And then Olivia Julius, $2. Pug treats for the puggy. So yeah, I mean, I've heard things thrown around about this episode, specifically Andrew Sepp, $2. The Spock helmet is canon. Absolutely, 100%, my friend. I've heard things thrown around like best episode ever, awesome send off, and that's all true. Somebody just before the chat actually said to me, not sure how they feel about it because it's too much fan service. I 1000% disagree with that. This was perfect. Even going back to the Landrew thing was fantastic, and then seeing Kirk and Spock in the animated style, even though it was not an animated episode. Game Shoes of Triskelion mentioned. Just so much great stuff. BJ Vincent, $5. The Titan finally getting put in canon was the cherry on the top of this episode, and the fact that they used the same design from Star Trek Destiny books. Yes, absolutely. Done by Sean Turanjo, who's been on our channel. We've hung out with Sean a few times. Great guy. He designed the Titan, and was surprised to see it. Actually, I couldn't sleep last night, so I got up at 4:30 to watch this episode, and messaged Sean right away and said, "Have you seen it yet?" He's like, "No, spoilers. Don't say anything." So I didn't. And then I watched it, went to bed, woke up this morning, and messaged him and said, "So, did you know about this?" And he's like, "Absolutely not." He was surprised, but he was happy to see it in canon. They even took suggestions that he had made for the bridge. So, fantastic. Olivia Julius, $5. TOS is canon. It is. Those old scientists or whatever should have been the original Starfleet. I think would have been a better one for TOS, but Mark Lawrence, $5. The animated series Kirk and Spock and Titan and so many other things. Absolutely. Broken Speaker, $2. Any word on a season 2, or was that it? Season 2 is almost completely done, I think. There's going to be 12 episodes instead of 10. So look out for season 2 probably next year, probably about the same time, I would think. Kind of the fall would be my guess. I don't know for sure. Prime 1351, $5. Need a new Eagle Moss Titan with blue stripes. I'm sure they'll make the Lower Decks line of ships, maybe made appear animated, which would be kind of cool. So yes, an XL Titan would be great. And there was kind of talk of an XL Titan going on Twitter earlier today with Ben from Eagle Moss and stuff. So Ozzy Maderos, $5. Another starship is coming in. It's the Titan. Captain William T. Riker to the rescue. Welcome aboard, Lieutenant. Selfish Peanut Hamper, $1. I hated peanut hamper since I saw it in the preview, and I'm glad it just was joined Starfleet to piss off its dad. And it's just, help! It's just a little bastard. Deserve everything you get. Mr. Pete Channel needs 800 subbies, 500. Shax at the gates of Valhalla rides eternally, shiny and chrome. Witness him. He's either there or he's in the first Bajoran and Stovacourt. Great episode. And Olivia Julius, $5. Did we see the Cerritos nacelles do anything in this episode? Or did man give us bad info? I think he gave us bad info. He was working on season 2 when he talked to us, and I said this to Samuel on the live on Wednesday, which would be yesterday, saying I hope he didn't get his wires crossed and tell us the wrong thing about, and we have to wait till next year because I'd kind of be pissed off. So I'm kind of pissed off about that, but that's okay. 199 people watching, which is fantastic. Awesome work, guys. 87 likes, though. We can easily hit 100, 150 likes. If you haven't hit like yet, hit like. And I'm still waiting for a message from the moderators with a screenshot of with the old super chats, which Selfish Peanut Hamper puts in $1. I read that one already. I guess they're not. They can't see anything else. When I came on to the live chat, it said I had already $17 in super chats or Canadian funds anyway. So there's got to be something back in the chat, but it's not showing up on my feed here, unfortunately. So I don't know who super chatted earlier. If you did, I apologize. Just put in the regular chat that you super chatted and what you said, so that I can read it on air. Brunt FCA, $5. Driving right now, so can't stay. My mind got blown and I squeed real hard when Titan dropped out of warp and gassed when Solvang exploded. You know, this episode just sent chills down my spine. From the Alexander Courage Star Trek music that was playing over that with the Titan to just everything. Everything in this episode was service because I simply loved it. This was great. This is a great send-off to a first season. And if they've hit their stride already in season 1, I cannot wait for more. So absolutely awesome. Area 51, $2. Give me warp in the factor of 5, 6, 7, 8. 125 likes already. That's awesome, guys. Thank you very much. 222 of you, or 220 of you here. Can we hit 150? It's another 100. It's another 25 likes. I can't even do my math right now. So excited. So there you go. Prime 1351, $5. I hate it when the ships come out looking all sovereign-y. Great line. Yeah, I wish she would have said that she wanted an upgrade or something to the Cerritos, though. I want it looking similar to how it usually looks, or whatever. I forget exactly her line, but good God. Olivia Julius, $2. Moment of silence for Shax. Maybe I should just blow up the warp core over there. Blow up the warp core in honor of Shax. Mike Shapiro, $5. Wasn't Tuvok on Titan? Probably in the novels, I think so. I think Wesley was as well. That was great, though. And a huge surprise seeing Marina Sirtis, or Troy, on there as well. Not that I'm really a fan of Marina Sirtis or Troy, for that matter. I don't think that's any kind of secret, but yeah, it was great to see that. So Jeff Jacobs, $2, 100, and almost time for 150. Nice job, chatters. Well, we have 223 people here now, 142 likes. We can easily hit 150. Now we have 143. We need 7 more people to hit like. Please hit like, guys. Brunt FCA, $3. We have broken the season 1 curse with lower decks. A little too much LDS. Mark Lawrence, $5. So how many seasons, series-ending episodes does Riker get to be in? He's really, firing on all cylinders. You're right. He was in Picard, the season finale of Picard. So that's interesting. He didn't sound. I don't know what it is with people with voice acting. It's like, just go in and talk to the microphone. Don't project your voice like this, because you don't sound like who you sound like. Like, could you imagine Captain Foley, a voiceover like, "Hello, everyone, I'm Captain Foley. How are you doing today?" Like, no, just go in and talk. Same thing happened with Delancey. He just didn't sound like Q. There's a few little moments where he sounded like Q and where Riker sounded like Riker, but overall it was overly delivered, in my opinion. Just record it like it's ADR, man. love how every ship is the Enterprise too. And with Packlids, I mean, we always make fun of the Packlids, and they're like the running joke. And now it's like, oh, they're pretty serious. Um, it's gonna be fun tomorrow. We got a few videos to film out of this one for sure. But to break down those Packlid ships and see what pieces of what ships are in there. I mean, it has the listing on the side of all the races and boy, just so where everything is. Like we're gonna be busy filming tomorrow. I'm gonna have to get up early, and we're gonna film quite a few things. But goddamn, I am super stoked about. I've watched this thing like 5 times today, so it's it's great. And if it's fan servicey, I really don't give a shit. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I think a show like this needs to be fan servicey, and it has been all along. So I don't really agree with the whole. I don't know what to think of this episode because it was too fan servicey. Well, I don't know if you should be watching it then because that's what it's for. 244 people watching is fantastic, guys. Everybody make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. We have 158 likes. We can do better. I know we can. So if you want to hit the like button, please do so. I know I would really appreciate it. And seeing Badgie again was a real surprise. The exocomp thing was funny at the end, floating through space, because I'm thinking, something's going to happen to that. And then before I can even get the thought out, Sylvia's like, bet you that exocomp's going to become like another V'ger. It's sucked through a wormhole to the Pegasus galaxy, and it's going to, yeah, just meld with something else and become something dangerous. Olivia Julius, $5. So, what do you think? Is the next season going to see Boimler off the show since he's on the Titan? Absolutely 100% not. He's going to be back on the Cerritos within the first 5 minutes of the first episode. He's going to get kicked off of this Titan for some stupid reason or something, or the Titan's going to, Riker's going to retire and the Titan's going to get destroyed or mothballed or something. It's going to be something silly. He's going to be right back on the Cerritos, would be my guess. I mean, it's way too early to speculate that kind of stuff, but I liked seeing him in the actual uniform. I liked seeing the actual black and gray uniforms. I thought that looked great. The bridge of the Titan looked fantastic. Yeah, the Landry thing was funny. The whole Kirk and Spock being represented on the pad as the original animated series style. Loved that. So yeah, there's lots of like gold in here. Hold on, let me reposition that. There we go. Caleb Horn, $5. Sir, there's another ship coming in. It's the No, wait, it's the Titan. Awesome way to end the episode, or the series. 9 out of 10. Yeah, I'll be saving my score for tomorrow. Our full review and breakdown, which will be at 5 Eastern Standard Time, as usual, the live. We'll have one in the afternoon as well, which will be the edited one, so if you want to watch that as well, that'd be great. 260 of you here, though, and 175 likes. Guys, we can hit 200 likes. If we can hit 200 likes within the first 20 minutes of a live, that would be awesome. Some kind of record probably for us, especially for Captain Foley, just solo live. So let's do it. Actually, if we can do it in the next minute and 3 seconds, we get it under the 15-minute mark. So 1 minute now. I need 15 people to hit like. 15 people, that's it. If you haven't hit like, hit like. So yeah. Jeff Jacobs, $2, 150, 200, no problem. I bet we're not done with Shax. No, I'm sure he'll be back in some way, some form, something. Sylvia said the same thing, actually. She's like, after he died, she's like, is he really dead? Is he really dead? And I'm like, yeah, I think so. I think he's really dead. I'm just gonna get a better view here. That's too close. Sorry. Like I said, I had it set up and then I hit go live, and all of a sudden it's like, it's too low and all. Anyway, who cares? Sorry, I haven't got to the regular chat comments. Just with the super chats flying in, we make a point to read those all out. So 210. Oh, yes, we hit over 200 within the 15-minute mark. We were like 5 seconds over and we had 210. likes. That is awesome, guys. If you want to keep hitting like, I'd really appreciate it. There's 262 of you here. We should hit 250 likes, let's say. But that was great, guys. Let's hit 250 likes under 20 minutes. That gives you 4 minutes and 30 seconds to do that. So if you guys can, that'd be fantastic. Awesome job. Brunt FCA, $2. Continuity error. Cardi symbol was upside down. We'll have to take a look at that when we look at the scene by scene breakdowns and the screen caps. Richard DeShong, $5. The Mariner-Boimler relationship being mirrored by Riker Freeman was great. Yes, it was. My Chedich. Yeah. Just the fact that Riker knows Mariner, that's awesome. That is awesome. BJ Vincent, $2. Setting my fist to sun and my kicks to kill. Oh my god. I'm sorry I'm missing all the regular chat comments, but as you guys know, we make a point of like reading out loud all of our super chats, so I don't want to miss any or get too far behind. So I should probably stop at this point and just start from here and start reading. So if you put a comment in the regular chat earlier and I missed it, please by all means retype it. I will start from here and kind of read a lot more of the regular chat. So I apologize, guys. Area 51. Maybe it's the Titan should stop getting crew transfers from the Cerritos. So I'm starting the chat at 10:11 on my list here because it's 10:11 Area 51. So there you go. If you put anything before that, I'm not going to go back and read it because I don't want to get too lost or too bogged down. So please consider putting your comments back in. I would really like to read them all. So, or most of them. Captain Casey Stewart McMahon said Boimler will stay on the Titan for a while in Ready Room. Oh, cool. I haven't been watching the Ready Room. Julian Varga, according to the Comic Con panel today, Boimler will be on the Titan for a little bit at least. That is cool. Richard Appel, Boimler will wake up from the dream at the start of the next season. Broken Speaker, $5. Don't get me wrong, I still enjoyed it, fan service or not. They clearly love Star Trek. Boimler can stay promoted. Harry Kim in the making. He can't stay promoted. Harry Kim in the making. Okay. Ace Cruzat. Why are there two types of uniforms happening concurrently? Are they still in transition? No, it was kind of explained when we asked the question at Star Trek Vegas that different ship missions and whatever have different uniforms, which we thought was bullshit when we started watching the show because they've all been lower decks uniforms. Except for the doctor on the Osler has a little bit of a different uniform. And you know, the flashback obviously with Mariner. So, but no, apparently that is the case. So who knows? Shannon Nash, $5. Time skip in between seasons, possibly. Or you're asking how much? I'd say a month, maybe 2 months. Matt Wilkinson, this is absolutely amazing. It was everything I want from Trek. Absolutely, amen, brother. As I said, this is like the best episode of Star Trek since Innermere Darkly Part 2, which was however many years ago. This has just been amazing. Z Scott, they said on the panel that they aren't undoing the promotion and him being on the ship, so maybe Titan will be there where we are at for a few episodes while Cerritos is being worked on. That'd also be cool. Plutopia, Billups had the Spock toy helmet in the corridor with the contraband. Absolutely, he did. So that's canon now. Alistair Chud, since the TNG theme followed Riker to the Titan, does that mean it's actually Riker's personal theme? No. Mariner, Kevin Green says Mariner could totally sabotage Boimler's gig on the Titan. She's pals with Riker after all. Absolutely, 100%. Commander Chuck, the best episode of the season. I would agree, hands down. And I've been saying that every episode pretty much. Like, oh, this is my favorite episode. I hate having to say that each time, but it's true. Prime 1351, $2. Did the Titan Bridge have a window? Didn't notice. Didn't appear to. I was kind of looking for that as well. We have 234 likes with 273 people here and 6 seconds to get to 250 likes. So can we get 16 likes within the next 3 seconds? No, that's a no. We can't. But can we get 250 likes within the next couple minutes would be great. If you haven't hit like yet, please hit that like button. Um, Richie Appel, I disliked so I could relike. Sorry I helped. It doesn't help, but thank you. Um, Medallion, he's with the Prophets. Tamanek, the voice actor, does the Admiral and the three-legged alien for the farm. Let's see. Infinite Cheeto, Shisco will send him back. Martin, like I said on Discord, Shax does still have a DOS Ex Machina up his wormhole. That sounds really bad. Medallion, changelings aren't real. The Dominion War never happened, and Wolf 359 was an inside job. That was hilarious. I laughed out loud at that. Donnie Pearson, Trekyards, salute. Hello, Stuart, and all. Hope everyone is A-okay, as I am this evening. Good to see you, Donnie. Hope you are well, and we are all good, I think. I think everybody's good. Let's see. Matt Jono 2. Let's hope that Shax is another Tasha. And he just keeps coming back to life. Yeah, I like Shax. I was kind of sad to see him go, but Jeff Jacobs, $3.10, 200 in under 14 minutes. That is awesome. 300? He asks. Hashtag make Jeff pay. Medallion, Ensign, Red Pill, Christopher Bloom, Mirror Universe Shax, Ace Cruzat. I know where the transition pods, i.e., ladder, TNG, and DS9 Voyager, and then first contact uniforms in DS9. I know there were transition periods, yes. Troy Dacus, the Wolf 359 inside joke. I wonder if Picard being Locutus is common knowledge or another Discovery situation where they sworn to secrecy. I'm sure that's common knowledge. Would be my guess, anyway. Bearclaw 385. What a great episode. They really care about the fans. Amen, brother. Brunt, FCA, $2. Catch the rewatch later. I just loved it. Cheers. Good to see you, Tyler. Hope you drive safe so you can see this later. Good tea, nice house. Riker strikes me as the uncle you don't want around your kid around. Freeman look annoyed with Riker, lol. Kevin Green, nod to Tasha Yar by knocking off Shax. Absolutely, it is, yeah. And his Mariner even says, shut up or I'll feed you to an Armis. Isn't Armis the guy that killed Tasha? I think so. Maybe I'm wrong with that. Maybe Armis is somebody else. But anyway, Ace Cruzat. But maybe as of 2380, it's the start of a new uniform for the first contact uniform. Olivia Julius, $5. I see your Jeffries tube monster decoy in the background. Yeah, that's to keep away all the. It's like a scarecrow, but I don't know what it keeps away. Jeffries tube parasites. Oscar Gross, Badgie will get his revenge. Sadly, I think you're right. Max volume. Maybe the second contact personnel just have different uniforms. Yeah, it's kind of the suggestion anyway. Canadian Starships. As someone working on the Enterprise E-Kit right now, I appreciate the Sovereign class comment by Freeman. So many differences between appearances. Medallion. What if Jack Quaid won't be around as much for season 2, which would explain why Boimler being on the Titan? Could be. Robbie Ansley, TOS, the old scientist, Kirk, Spock, McCoy, LOL. Well, he says Spock and Scotty. I still think TOS in canon should stand for the old Starfleet, but that's just me. That's what I would have said. Ytrium, the episode was the best movie since Star Trek 6, and they managed to do a lot in under 30 minutes. Absolutely, they did. It's a jam-packed episode, trust me. Let's see. Plutopia, loved all the Titan ship porn. Canis Black, Trekyards, do you think its appearance in this episode will increase the chance of Star Trek Online releasing a T6 Luna class? Yes, I would definitely say so. And you can quote me on that. Eric Epperling, was someone's head decapitated in this episode? No, I don't think so. Donnie Pearson, among the best parts of Lower Decks Season 1 finale, the on-screen canonical debut of Titan. That's 1 of 3. 2 of 3, so that the great John Frakes and Marina Sirtis returned as husband and wife team of Captain William T. Riker and Commander Roxana Troy. Hezraz, there are probably a number of uniform variations that they're allowed to wear. One store I worked at had different uniforms for this kind of store purpose they had. Kind of defeats the purpose of a uniform, because uniform, if you look up uniform in the dictionary, anyway. Dark Horse, I for one think Riker meant the Scott Bakula version. Medallion, Riker and Troy were better used on the animated show than Star Trek Picard or Enterprise. Laughing my ass off. Absolutely. I love that reference to the holodeck as well. Team Anik, have to agree, it was amazing. Cirstus, imagine trying to keep that sea bag. And Donnie Pearson's 3 of 3. So great to hear Jerry Goldsmith motion picture theme tune in form of First Contact and credit suite. I almost thought we would hear a new recording of it, but close enough. Gene Iwaski Jr., probably one of the most exciting 15 minutes of all of Star Trek. That's a bold statement. Mr. Pete's channel, now that I think of it, the Vancouver crew should have had different uniforms. Yeah, it's the thing, right? Snoopy McQueen, $5 super chat with no comment, but thank you very much, Snoopy. Much appreciated. We have hit 250 likes. We're now at 260 with 291 people watching. This is fantastic, guys. Please show your love and support for both Trekyards and for Lower Decks by hitting that like button. Let's get up to 275. That's another 15 people. We can do that. Please, guys. That'd be awesome. Liner 337, sorry Cap, can't stay long. Love the episode. What if Ensign Kim becomes the new chief of security? Also, what are your thoughts of Janeway on being announced as the main on Star Trek Prodigy? We're going to do a video on that tomorrow, so I'd say stay tuned for our thoughts on that. As for Ensign Kim becoming the new chief of security, I love that. I never considered that. My first thought was, oh, Worf, he's been in everything else. He's going to come onto this. And Sylvie's like, but he's an ambassador on Kronos. And I'm like, but how long can he pull that off, do you think, without getting bored? The security slot opens. It'd be awesome if Worf showed up. Because they did make a point of her saying it's going to be hard to replace him, so. Dark Horse, NASA does that with mission patches. Absolutely they do. Dark Horse, it would make sense. Medallion, we are Packlids. We like to make things go. Riker gives Mariner contraband, says Darren Young. Donnie Pearson, sorry my keyboard may have a mind of its own sometimes, lol. It's just badgy. Grid Cube, this was a good episode. This was a good finale. This was a good show. I'm so very happy. I agree with all of those things. Let's see. 270 people with 300 people, 270 likes with 300 people watching, and a minute and 40 seconds to the 30-minute mark. Can we hit 275 in under half an hour? I'm sure we can. That's another 3 people. That's easy. Can we hit 300 likes in under 30 minutes? That'd be awesome. And that gives you guys 1 minute and 20 seconds. So if you haven't hit like yet, hit that like button. We've hit 275 now. We only need 22 more people to hit like. If you haven't hit like, please consider hitting like. Let's do it. Gene Iwaski Jr., I wonder if Shax is going to be back because there was no indication that the actor was bailing on the show. Grid Cube, the Prophets are known for time traveling shenanigans. They can just give Shrax back. Hazrez, we all know that one person who is a conspiracy theorist. Haha. King Crypto, dare I say it, Lower Decks is the best first season of any Star Trek series ever, especially without a doubt anything that Picard and Discovery try to do. King Crypto, I'd almost agree with you, but TOS is the best first season of Star Trek ever. There's just no question. Okay, guys, we have 20 seconds left to get 16 likes. Can we do it? If 16 of you haven't hit like yet, hit that like button. It's easy to do, especially on a computer. But if you're on your mobile, you just close the chat, hit the like button, and then reopen the live chat. 10 seconds. 10 seconds for 15 likes. 5 seconds for 13 likes. Come on, guys. 13 of you haven't hit like yet. Come on, can we do it? And 30 minutes. No, we got 290. Oh, so close. So close. Medallion, not the jazz. Gina Waskey Jr. Mariner got even sexier when she changed her hair and rolled down the sleeves. I know. And her sachet when she was walking. It's like, oh. And saying, yes, sir. Ooh. I like that. Daddy like. Hezraz. Shax's twin brother will show up. BJ Tehran. Not the best episode, but so much fun. It's yet also a bit bittersweet. Great to see the Titan and its crew. Good season ending. Medallion. Janeway got early parole to make a comeback. Richie Appel. Hezraz. His brother will have a scar over his left eye. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Jeff Jacobs, $2. 250 under 22 minutes. 300 by 35 minutes. Oh, he gave us a 35-minute mark. So we got 4 minutes. 4 minutes to get 7 likes. That's totally doable. 35 is kind of an odd number, Jeff, but 6 more likes, guys, with just over 3 minutes, so we can do it. Shannon Nash, yes, Armis killed Tasha. Let's see, Medallion. Frank's got too drunk on his appearance on Enterprise. Infinite Cheeto, another dig at the Enterprise last episode and the theme song. John Ansel, the prophets will bring back Shax. 300 likes, woohoo! And under 32 minutes. That is awesome, guys. Thank you so much. 301 likes with 272 people here. Do the math, man. Infinite Cheeto, TOS, the old awesome shit. Richie Appel, the Enterprise theme song is a masterpiece. Kevin Green, I'd like to see the Enterprise and Picard next season. Hezraz, Boimler will get himself kicked off the Titan. He will either be too uptight or say some species-esque comment about some alien race. Jason O, just an awesome episode in general of Trek. Too much to gush about in one comment. LOL, having points of view from the Titan and Cerritos will be awesome. George Magram, are all Starfleet ships color-coded by division now? That's a good question. Medallion, that means Riker made the theme song to Enterprise as part of his holodeck program. Possibly. Broken Speaker, when Locutus made his proclamation before Wolf 359, it was to the whole Federation, I seem to recall. I think there was a line from Earth to Riker that they received it all over the Federation. Yes, but that doesn't mean everybody was in front of a monitor. Somebody could have been at the lake, on a boat with their sweetie or something, or at a picnic. Infinite Cheeto, Star Trek's Online, next expansion, the Packlids. Yeah, they're going to be badass. Medallion, Rutherford lost his head and ocular piece. Yes, he did, and his long-term memory. Prime, 1351, $5. When the ship was destroyed at the beginning, literally everyone who was watching with me gasped, seriously upped the stakes right off the bat. And that was such a cool destruction of a ship. To have the nacelle clamped and to engage warp and just kind of like... Awesome. Grid Cube, Riker saved the day in both last 2 finales of Star Trek shows. Yeah, he's the man. And to be fair, in real life, he's directing episodes of Discovery and going to be directing episodes of Strange New Worlds. He's actually saving the day in real life as well, because I find that most of the stuff he directs are the better episodes of Discovery and stuff. So there you go. Ace Cruzat, what's great is that Frakes and Sirtis aren't strangers to voiceover work. Example, Gargoyles. So it can open up avenues for Star Trek veterans to make a cameo appearance. Absolutely. Viper 60,000. Shax gets saved by the Red Angel. Mike Meyer, Geek Squad had a different uniform than the other people at Best Buy. That's good. Hezraz, yep, I agree. It does defeat the purpose of a uniform. I thought, what the fuck, when I found out that about the place I worked. Gina Waskey Jr., I wish they would have vaporized a couple crew members in a corridor with the phaser cutting through the hall. That would have made for a really dramatic moment. Still, seeing the ship cut up like that, I was like, what the fuck? They're destroying the ship in the last episode. I thought it was going to be some kind of time travel reset thing at the end of the episode, but no. Bearclaw385. My second favorite thing to watch is your reaction video after watching this episode. The episode. Thank you. Thank you, Bearclaw. I appreciate that. This Jericho says, asks, how is everyone? I think everyone is good. I hope so anyway. Mr. Pete's channel, TOS, those old psychopaths. Even though psychopaths begins with a P, but yeah, I gotcha. Bill23799. Hey, Captain Foley, you losing some weight? I wish. I think I'm putting weight on, actually. Which is, yeah, so why does this shirt look loose? I think it's just the wrong size. But I wish I was losing weight. I think I've actually put some on. So I went for a walk last night. I'm going to try a few things to lose some weight, I think. But this upcoming Monday is Canadian Thanksgiving. So at least on Monday, I'll be pigging out. So, and then on Sunday, we're doing our complete season 1 Lower Decks retrospective drunk Trekyards live in the afternoon. So tune in for that, guys. You can get us plastered pretty easily. And that's, Sunday afternoon, probably around 2 or 3 Eastern Standard Time. So Simmons 8519, $5. Different branches of the military have different uniforms. Starfleet might have different uniforms for different fleet command branches. I would buy that. Rel, Trekyards, I thought Mariner was going to be the new security chief. Yeah, the thought crossed my mind as well. TX bass drum, assuming we're on the Titan for a while, that could be a great way to set up, to get some Enterprise cameos in the holodeck. Could be fun, and I think Lower Decks would do it right and well. Absolutely. Richie Appel, what kind of wine are you sipping, Captain? It's not wine, and it's not Fanta. This is Canada Dry Ginger Ale, but cranberry ginger ale. This is like their holiday stuff because it's Thanksgiving here, so it's like limited edition. So it's cranberry flavored ginger ale. It's really good. They also have it around Christmas time, so. You cannot has is mine. Jack Baruzini, $5. Beat first season of Star Trek other than TOS. Best first season, yes, absolutely. Good cue, but the Cerritos for Worf, that's a kick in the balls if I've ever thought. That's very true, actually. But the Cerritos is making a name for itself in all the stuff it's doing with season 1 here, so who knows? TX bass drum. I can see Lower Decks making the security chief like the Dark Arts posting at Hogwarts, a new security chief every season. YJ Wrangler, maybe we'll find Mariner on Tactical. Veronica Dread 22. I just want another O'Brien cameo. That'd be awesome. Have Cole Meany back. Let's see. Viper 60,000. The Vancouver and the Cerritos are both engineering ships, though, so same uniform. Yeah, I could buy that. George Magrum, I thought Freeman was going to make Mariner the new security chief. Mr. P channel, fun fact, Fanta was created by the Nazi Party. It was. BJ Turan, different uniforms would make sense if Starfleet had an overall dress uniform with different parts of the fleet having different working dress uniforms for daily use. Yeah, I could see it. It's like even though it's not the military, even though it is the military, it's very similar to the military. So yeah. Oscar Gross, so color uniform for maintenance missions and federations, and min color for dealing with combat and exploration. Maybe, yeah, minimum color, because it's black and gray. Let's see, I'm going to skip a few. Medallion Badgie is not dead. List of Jericho. Frank's keeping the tradition going of appearing in all of the Star Trek spin-off shows. Northwest Rail fan, hopefully Lower Decks will impact the feel of future series, but I'm not too optimistic. I hear you, man. Bill 23799. Captain Foley powers his quarters with a small warp core in the background. I do. That's a secret, though. Let's see. We have 276 people watching with 313 likes. Can we hit 215 likes? Just 2 more likes would be great. Daniel's hot topic. Trekyards. Is there any time travel in this show? No, not in season one. Liner 337. Those guys had a long road heading from there to here. Faith of the Heart is canon now, much to the chagrin of Trek fans. Okay, for real. Now I'm going. Be good. Is it amazing that the last 2 hours of an animated comedy have made a better movie, Star Trek movie than anything from Paramount since Undiscovered Country? That is funny. Yeah, sad truth too. Sad truth. Is the captain in the future? It's only 10:28. Well, it's 10:39 here. BJ Vincent. I wonder how much illegal stuff Riker had on the Enterprise D, Enterprise Z, or the Titan, because we all know he is doing black market stuff for Mariner. I love the reference to the Horgon. Should we take the small Horgon? No, I think we should take the size we usually use. Like, okay, does the size of the Horgon make a difference now? Like, are you getting like, foursomes and fivesomes with the bigger Horgon? I don't know how they work. Where are they being used to? Size matters. That's what I'm saying. Who knows? BJ Vincent. I wonder how much. Read that one already. Sorry. Mr. Tommy Pickles. What do you think will bring Boimler back to the Cerritos? His friendship with Mariner. Team Anuk. Worf as the replacement for Shax would be really cool. Or will they have the voice actor Fred Tatasciore just play another character since he has so much experience? I mean, that could be a thing. Medallion. Rutherford forgets Badgie. So many possibilities for revenge. Jeff Jacobs. I count the minute itself. Make sure you have hit like. Let's see. We had 300. Woohoo! Let's see. I like the fact that they reference this stupid ending to Enterprise by bringing up the holodeck simulation. Yeah, that was really good. Shax at least died doing something he loved, exploding ships. Yeah, and as he was going in with the shuttle, he's like, "That's the best day of my life." And I knew that shuttle was going to be used. I called that that shuttle would be the thing that saved the day, or something similar. So called that. Medallion, so happy I got my Badgie shirt in the mail for this episode. That's awesome. Jeff Jacobs, we have 600 plus total views. We can easily do 350 likes. Let's see, we have 326 likes. I'm just going to check something. I just got a message from a different chat, but I want to see what my stupid friends are talking about because they're stupid. Blown away by the Titan actually showing up. They mentioned it too many times for it not to. I said that out loud. They mentioned it so much it wouldn't appear. Well, they mentioned the Enterprise a lot too. Just reading my Michael Freitas and my buddy Bloppy having a chat in our group chat there. So let's see. Let's see. Jeff Jacobs, $2, 300 in under 32 minutes. I make my goals attainable. Dun dun dun. Let's skip ahead a little bit. Pixie Doodle, I don't think any predicted a death of any character this season. Powerful moment. Yes, and also what happened to Rutherford was also sad, for sure. Will he have a new implant next season? Will it be a Vulcan one again? Who knows? TX Bass Drum. I want to see more Jodie cameos. Was really surprised he didn't see him in Picard since he was Data's actual best friend. Jason, that ship destruction was beautifully animated. Loved it. Darth Maul, I cried a bit when Shax sacrificed himself. I couldn't believe that it happened. When I saw that, I'm like, he survived that, right? There was a way to survive. When he was pushing the shuttle out, I assumed he'd get sucked out and maybe like transported, onto the Cerritos or something, but then you saw the force field, and it's like, So I don't know. Kevin Green, geez, how many California-class ships have they built? LOL. Well, look at the end of Picard. How many of those fucking ships, the Inquiry class or whatever they're called, they had built? Seems to be their new MO. Just build the same freaking ship for everything. I love that who peeled off the plastic on the weapons thing. I don't know about you guys, but I cannot stand that fucking plastic they put on everything. All new electronics that you don't see right away. And then some people fucking leave it on. They leave it on their remote controls when they're pushing the buttons, and you can see where it's like got old and shitty. And just peel that shit off. It's a pet peeve of mine. I have to peel that shit off of everything I own. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Mr. Pete's channel, Universe Foley is thin. You saying I'm fat? Prick. Mr. Pete's channel does not need 800 subbies. It needs to have 800 unsubbies. Just kidding, but Trapper John, they sure squeezed a lot into a short episode. That being said, this episode was like 28 minutes. It's actually longer than most of the other ones. So Matt John 02, I'd find it fun if in season 2 they have the Cisco himself give back Shax. He tried to destroy the wormhole so you can have him back. That'd be great. Yeah, he tried blowing everything up. Nothing. He keeps talking about warp cores. Jeff Harris, was that part of? Was that part of a Romulan scimitar ship on the wing of the Packlet? We're gonna look tomorrow when we do our breakdown of that. We're gonna look at that. So. AK Whetstone, yay, Drunkyards. Rude Chef, Trekyards. Hey, Rude Chef, yes, we have these things where you can super chat, have us do drinks, and we have a topic to talk about. So since we just finished the season 1 of Lower Decks, we'll be talking about that on Sunday, kind of reevaluating our scores, talking about our favorite moments, favorite episodes, and you guys can super chat to get us drunk, and who knows what's going to happen. Holy shit! I'm way behind in the chat. You're talking about the cranberry ginger ale. Canada Dry, yes. Rude Chef, tequila shots for drunk Trekyards. No, there won't be tequila shots. We'll probably have vodka. I'll have peach flavored whiskey. Who knows? Forrest Penrod, Navy usually allows older uniforms alongside new ones for a good while until a set date where only new ones can be worn. U.S. Navy Blueberry uniforms have stuck around for a while despite being out. Ryan K, oh no, another Enterprise. Medallion, America Dry doesn't have a nice ring to it. Rude Chef 1, Harry Kim should show up next season, still an ensign and king of Lower Decks. It would be great if he showed up as the new tactical guy. Jeff Harris, having the TNG theme playing while Titan kicked ass was just epic. Peanut Hamper has just a stupid name, says Richie. Absolutely, I agree. Medallion Exocomp floating through space reminds me of Wheatley from Portal 2. M.A. Bakari, this was a great season finale. Ryan K. saw that Exocomp refused to go coming a mile away. I didn't see it a mile away. I saw it like during the scene, like halfway through the scene where they're trying to figure out, like, oh, the Exocomp can do it. It's going to refuse. But C. Coltman M. I thought the Titan was supposed to have mostly aliens and not humans. I'm not complaining. I thought it was a silly idea to appease people. Well, the first officer or the guy sitting beside Riker was an alien, so. Muggles Cake Sniffer. The Horgon in the shop were all the same size. The Horgons in the shop were all the same size. Hezraz, it sounds odd, but I think it makes sense to me that Riker is an influence on Mariner, teaching her everything. When did he have the time, though? Telakis, this episode blew me away more than the Borg cube in First Contact. Jeff Jacobs, Horgon joke was a euphemism for his junk. So he was going to pack his small junk. Does he have a detachable penis? I don't think that's what they're going for there, necessarily. But Richie Appel, I'm disappointed we didn't get a Riker maneuver from Riker himself. Yeah, no shit. I assume we mentioned Kirk in the T animated series uniform. Yes, we did, even though the Landry episode was not the animated series. I'm really getting sick of this fucking light. I need to get a new filming light set up. Better batteries. Project Achieva, your pad is blowing up. Yeah. So is my pad with all your comments. Oscar Gross, I hate when the ships come out looking all sovereignty. Yeah. B.A. Bakari, I want to get a Cali class if Eagle Moss releases one. Oh, they will. Absolutely, they will. Love how Riker's like, oh, these Cali classes can really take a beating. Forrest Penrod, Titan and Riker showing up felt like a direct response to Picard's season finale, lackluster rescue. The Titan warping in and kicking ass is everything we wanted in that finale. Yes, absolutely. Jack Fletcher, new Trekyards info from this episode. California class are relatively new and still being constructed. But they're not. We heard from Mike McMahon himself that they're actually an older design. But, yeah. Muggles Cake Sniffer. LOL, I like the peel plastic until it gets old. Oh, no. No, there's something wrong with you, man. Plastic joke was a bit stupid, I thought. I thought it was funny. Richie Appel, Captain is going to end up in the brig over plastic. Dystopian Guy, plastics, think of the oceans, man, and the whale people. Springtime, $5. Thank you very much for the super chats, guys. You guys are awesome. Hoping for a multi-ship season 2, and that Lower Decks ends with 2 captains, a chief engineer, or a 3 captain, and a CMO with season 2 Mariner as the new security chief. Ryan K, you took a promotion on the motherfucking Titan? Richard DeSong, Sequoia finally flew. I thought they'd never get it fixed. The episode was 20 minutes, but that includes a Discovery trailer. Was the Sequoia an old Type 6? It was, yes. Oscar Gross, Starfleet great for observing, terrible at maintenance. Not at maintenance, at maintaining. Terry West 111. LOL, I think that Boimler gets posted to the Titan is not going to last that long into season 2. I think there'll be some kind of time travel reset and they'll bring back Shax. I could see that, actually. I could see that. Nate L, I liked how they used the original animation for Spock and Kirk. The Darth Eddie, did anyone else notice that the registry number on the other ship was a lot lower than the Cerritos and closer to 10,000? That was very useful, very unusual for a ship from that part of the 24th century. Okay, for the last time, which won't be the last time, because I'll probably say this multiple times in my existence from here on out, the registry numbers do not denote when a ship was constructed. They tried to make a little more sense in that regard when Mike Okuda kind of took over that position for TNG. But if you look at, there's many examples where that's clearly not the case. So that's not how registry numbers work. So those kind of statements kind of bug me a little bit, but that's okay. Hezraz, yep, Riker's first officer, I think, was a reference to Linus in Discovery. Yes, same species for sure. Detroit Borg, the joke with the exocomp is that it had previously refused to sacrifice itself in quality of life, which proved it was sentient. So I saw it coming a mile away. Well, there you go. Mr. Pete's channel. This will send many a nerd into a rage. What will? Darth Maul, randoms bits about being hard was hilarious. He admitted his attraction to Mariner. Um, Alistair Morden, I love how much Lower Decks improved the pack lids just when you think they couldn't get any dumber, funnier, and more imposing all at the same time. Yes, pretty much. Muggles cake sniffer, but Riker did do the Picard maneuver with his uniform. Sebastian, €2. Great episode, loved it. Good to see you, Sebastian. Jeff Jacobs, the light doesn't seem to make that much of a difference anyway, Cap. I know, but it's a filler light. It does make a difference. Not a huge difference, but it does make a difference. So. Plus, I have it facing the other way. It's bouncing. It's a bounce light right now. I could do this. The sun. So, I need some actual good filming lights with some of those, like, reflector things. The umbrellas. Triples can be stress relievers. Yeah. When I first heard that she used it for personal purposes, I was like, was it to pay for your vagina? Like, do you shave and sometimes want to not be shaved? That was my guess. Mr. Captain 93, the conspiracy guy, was funny. Colt Man M, the Titan at 2052, who was firing everything, does not have the same animation style. It took me out of it. Did not even notice that. But we're going to be examining that Titan in an episode of Trekyards, so trust me, we will look at that. Adam Kapturzek, really loved this episode. Wasn't expecting so many things to change in the end. I expected that they will play it safe, but they didn't, which was great. M.A. Bakari, the Titan bridge interior was a good approximation of Turingel's bridge concept and Sovereign with a dash of Kali. Absolutely. Sakoye. Jesus Christ, everybody's correcting my pronunciation and everything. Sakoye. Jay London, the Dominion War didn't happen. Changings aren't real. SWTX Chaser, was the Titan fight scene real CG and not Lower Deck style? I don't know. Mr. Pete's channel, how old is Tendi anyway? Like 17? She seems fresh out of the academy. Oh, she's absolutely fresh out of the academy. That was her description for her character. She's the analog, the surrogate for the audience, like new to the ship. So excited about everything. Yeah, she's fresh out of the academy, so she's probably 18, 19. Chef Cook, question, Captain, is Lower Decks canon? As much as you want it to be, yes. I mean, the animated series wasn't canon except for yesteryear. They consider that canon. Then they kind of hem and hawed about a few things here and there over the years, but then now it's officially canon, which I love. So I would like to say that yes, Lower Decks is canon. So Gene Owalski Jr., Lower Decks illustrates that you can have a suspenseful and well-acted Star Trek story and still be animated and lose nothing of Star Trek. Absolutely. Jay London. Also, what did Riker and Troy do with the Horgons? Shannon Nash, the Trouble's name is Merkin. Laughing my ass off. Grid Cube, I assume Mariner has Klingon enemies. Having a Tribble on hand sounds smart. Terry West, 111. Did anyone catch Ransom's Kirk Fu moves during the fight in the corridor? Lols. Roll, double fist punch. Yes. Not the first time for that. When he fought the monster in the other episode, he did the same thing. Mariners said the double punch as well in the last episode. Sea Colt Man M. What's with Boimler? What's with how Boimler walks and Mariner copying him? Is this alluding to something? I'm not sure. Jay London. Ooh, Hezraz. I was so confused when they said that they'd use the bigger ones. I was like, oh? I mean, I assume the bigger ones attract more Jahamar and Majoran. Like I said, you get a small one, and you're a couple, and you have it there. You get one person come over, you have a little bit of a threesome. But if you have the bigger one, that's implying you want like 4 or 5 orgy, you know, that kind of thing. That's where my brain goes. Alex the Huge. Alex the Huge. I hope they run into Giant Spock at some point. Well, they mentioned him, so. Darren Young. I wonder what Mariner helped Riker with to gain the flavor. Dun dun dun. Oscar Gross. Tendi tour on the Cerritos is just 6 months according to the star dates. Cool. John Ansell. I love Voyager. Can't understand all the hate for it. Yeah, somebody made a comment in one of our posts on Trekyards today saying, you know, you guys even show a lot of love for Voyager, and it's like, well, yeah, I like Voyager. It's fine. Alistair Chud. Of course, a guy called Alex the Huge wants to see a giant Spock. Max volume power walking. Adam Kapturzik. It's almost 5 a.m. where I live, but I don't really care. This episode was totally worth staying up late to watch it and hear everyone's opinion on it. It was great. Yes, I think the general consensus is that this was a great episode. Mr. Tommy Pickles, how'd you feel about the amount of real death in the finale? I feel like it makes it feel like real Star Trek episode rather than just a cartoon. Yeah, well, I mean, there's been, well, I wouldn't say real death. There's been death in a few episodes, especially last episode. But then, yeah, that was holodeck death, which we had a whole discussion about. So, Richie Appel, the Boimler walk that Mariner is copying is from the second episode. Boimler says Section 31 recommends walking like that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Pixie Doodle, Hikaru Sulu fencing sword cameo. Yes, it was. Chef Cook, I thought Tuvok transferred to the Titan. He did at some point. Gene Iwaski Jr., well, I wonder if we're going to see Peanut Butter Hamper again because she was not destroyed. Help, help. I hate Peanut Butter Hamper. I hope she dies. It's a bad thing, I guess, to say, but it's true. Dun, dun, dun. Koros, pity we don't see the ship do its special move. I know, what the fuck? I thought it was going to for sure be in this episode. I think Mike McMahon lied to us. Seacolt Man M. Captain putting Mariner in charge was out of place. Infecting the enemy computer with a virus doesn't seem to be that far stretched and has been done before. That far of a stretch and has been done before. George Magram, Section 31 Power Walk from the Envoys episode. Northwest Rail fan. The finale felt much better set up compared to the other two series, especially considering it's mostly an episodic show. Muggles Cake Sniffer, Riker, can I buy a Horgon? Would you like to supersize that? Riker, yes. Alistair Morden, Mr. Foley, sir, do you think Lower Decks would have looked better if done in the animated style of the animated series? Would it look better? Maybe. I like the animated the animated series style, that filmation style. I like that. Even the motion capture they do with some of the running and stuff is kind of great. A lot of people give it shit, but I think it'd be great. I'd like them to do a time travel episode where they go back in time to the animated series or the TOS era, and their characters' animation style goes to that. That'd be fantastically funny, I think. Carlos M. Isn't having at least 2 uniforms part of canon? For example, TOS, there's some moments where ships and starbases had different uniforms. DS9 had background characters using TNG uniforms. Sure, yeah. M.A. Bakari, when you review the Titan, would you mind to touch upon its scaling with the Cerritos? I paused to look at it. LOL. Yeah, but there's perspective there. You're not sure how close the Titan is to the camera or how far away or whatever. But yes, we will take a look at that. I was actually talking to Sean Turinjo, who designed the Titan, and he said there's a few little errors. There's one or two things missing that he noticed, and maybe we'll have him on the show to talk about that at some point. So. Matthew McNutt, sounds like they're refocusing on the second contact idea next season, going back to known civilizations to catch up with them. That would be fantastic. I would love that. Why Trium was the Cerritos warping into the debris field a nod to 2009 Star Trek? I thought that absolutely. Darth Maul, Trekyards, do you think non-Trek fans will enjoy Lower Decks? I think casual Star Trek fans might really enjoy it. Non-Star Trek fans, maybe. It's hard to say. The Darth Eddie, if Scott Bakula doesn't come back for a cameo as a holodeck version of Jonathan Archer, I'll be disappointed. Probably won't. I don't think he's keen on being Archer again. Hezraz, Peanut Butter Hamper can float all the way to Romulan space where the Zot Vash can deal with her. Dun dun dun. Mike Mayer, any friends of DeSoto? David Knowles, I like Voyager as well. I wish it had a bit more serial, but they weren't allowed to. Yes, absolutely. I wish that some of the consequences of things carried over a little bit better in Voyager. Terry West, 111. I'm sad that Peanut Hamper turned out to be a cowardly machine. I like exocomps. And I don't like exocomps, and it's weird because I like droids. I'm a huge Astromech fan, and just robots in general, so. Richard, this song, Badgie and Peanut Hamper team up to exact their revenge on the Cerritos. I could totally 100% see that happening. Grid Cube, I love Peanut. She's exactly what Data expected the exocomps to be, alive. Yes, she's pretty, but that's a teenager, and that goes to Starfleet to bother her father would more than a simple bot. Hooker Unleashed Films episodic show, or is it? Several things from episode came together in this episode. Yes, they did. That's episodic still, but with smartly done, you know? Let's see here. Jeff Harris, did you watch the New York Comic Con Star Trek panel announcements today? I did not. Mr. Tommy Pickles, any plans on watching Prodigy? I heard Kate Mulgrew is in it. Yes, of course, we'll be watching it and reviewing it. And we'll do a video talking about our thoughts on Kate Mulgrew being in it tomorrow. BJ Vincent, Brad Broimler finally got what he wanted throughout the first season, a promotion to lieutenant junior grade, not just in the USS Cerritos now, with Mariner and her mother getting along better. Alistair Morden, I'm high right now and watching the animated series. What a mindfuck. I wouldn't mind watching the animated series, actually. I haven't watched it in a while. John Ansel, I agree, Captain. My reaction to the last scene was a big F you to Peanut Hamper. Kevin Green, I think the Discovery crew is gonna I think the Discovery crew is gonna come back to the present of Picard in the fourth season. I could see that happening too. Project Achieva, ooh, I'm always monitoring comms. Terry West 111. On the uniforms, I think it's possible that the Cerritos has a newer version of the uniform and the Titan because they are actually out exploring further away from HQ they now have. Yeah, but it's as simple as getting a download from Starfleet saying, here's the new uniform, and then having the replicators make a new uniform. So I think different mission profiles makes more sense. Anyone notice Boimler had a plate of Ransom's picture in his new crew quarters? Had a plate of Ransom's picture. Did not notice that. Paul Peevler, I showed Lower Decks to a friend who had never seen a minute of Trek, and she loves it. That is awesome. That is good to hear. Hezraz, Shaxx ripping off Rutherford's implant was intense. It was probably referencing the gore and maybe Ichev. It actually surprised me. At least he called him Baby Bear. Yes. Jeff Jacobs, 351, 350, awesome. No way you guys can get to 400. Hashtag make Jeff pay. 267 people here, 350 likes. 50, I don't think that's possible. But that's okay. M.A. Berkari, on a separate note, did you hear about Kate Mulgrew reprising Janeway animated on Nickelodeon? Yes, we did. We're going to do a video on that, so do not worry. we will talk about it. Darth Maul, Season 4 of Discovery comes back pre-Picard Season 1 to stop Romulus exploding, erasing the events of Picard Season 1. Sure. Grid Cube, I love the opening when Boimler fucked up so badly, and then his reaction on the bridge, total existential dread, and the face he did. I went back and watched it 5 times. Seaton Crawley, that episode was fantastic. Gonna miss Shax. Yttrium, the opening scene with Mariner and Freeman reveal was great. The communicator being on like a butt dial on the phone. Ryan K, can't believe someone in Starfleet actually thinks Wolf 359 is an inside job. Jonathan Dolha, there are parts I like and parts I didn't like. Exocomp, no. Mariner reverting to old ways, no. Shax sacrifice, yes. Titan, yes. Riker goofiness, no. I think the previous episode was way better. Ooh, Jonathan, I disagree with you 1,000%, but you know, to each their own. We'll see. I'm interested to see what Sam thinks about this. I'm sure he loves this episode, though. That being said, he probably is like, well, it wasn't the best. There was things that did. Who knows? We'll have to see. Pixie Doodle, Discovery Season 3 intro preview. Yes, we'll be talking about that on Wednesday, I believe, for a prediction. All-Star Guru, yes, it was a collectible plate on a stand with Ransom's portrait on it. Epic. That's funny. Hezraz, the actor who plays Shax, will probably still be on the show. He is some big name in voice acting. David Knowles, so Prodigy will finally show us there is a good admiral in Starfleet. Maybe. C. Colt, man, M, what's your favorite part of this episode? What's your favorite part of the episode? Definitely the Titan coming in to save the day and just blasting things and just to the music. Oh, it was awesome. It was such a great Star Trek moment, you know? So, Alistair Shud, Riker's goofiness has been canon for decades. It has, yeah. This is Jericho. American kids shows are very tame, though. I don't expect much from it. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Detroit Borg, did we ever learn why Rutherford has an implant? No, we didn't. Hezraz, so he can play various characters. Ryan K, also wonder why Starfleet didn't just take the computer with them after Kirk Logic did to death. Yeah, or destroyed it, or dismantled it. Yeah, I totally agree. David Knowles, Ryan K, we need to see that CG. Richard Deschong, did the Solvac have different coloring than the Cerritos? Couldn't tell with the lighting. I think it was more of a red hull. Yeah, I think it was. Chef Cook, Captain, do you think we will see Picard next season on Lower Decks? I would love to see Picard. Whether we will or not, I don't know. I don't see why not. He's done voice acting for Family Guy, so. John Covert, returning Shax remains, if any, to Bajor could be fun. Richard Appel, Rutherford wanted the implant, maybe. I don't know. David Knowles, we need to see that conspiracy guy again. C. Colt, man, M. Prodigy is going to have a young female lead. Why making every Trek with that now? Mariner works, Burnham less so. Yeah. Jeff Harris, Janeway can definitely have her bouts of batshit crazy. Eric Epperling, it is Solvang. Viper 60,000. The red hull was just a reflection from the red sun. I wasn't sure if that was the case or not. I think it'd be cool to have a red hull, actually. Eric Epperling, the small tourist village in California. Z-Tech. I completely lost myself when the other 3 ships showed up. How are they going to get out of this? I legitimately couldn't figure it out. Then, bam, did not expect the Titan zooming in at all. Pretty much, yeah. The Darth Eddie, it was wonderful to see the Landru computer still working. Still looking like it did in 1967. See, the old 60s aesthetic still works, even when it's meant to be tongue-in-cheek, if not outright comedic. Yeah, I totally agree. It's Saul Vang, whatever. Chef Cook, I would love to the Enterprise to see the Enterprise E on Lower Decks. I'm sure a lot of people would. Mr. Pete's channel, will there ever be another male lead in Trek again? Yes, probably, in like 10 years. Richie Appel, Ensign Barnes needs to come back. She was a Trill Rutherford dated in the first episode. She has been in almost every episode. She's always at the ops station on the bridge. Detroit Borg, give me that warp in a factor of 5, 6, 7, 8. Where is the USS Hollywood? Let's see. All right, so 75 minutes. This has been great, guys. I am really getting sore, though, sitting here. Anybody has any last super chats? Now would be a great time to throw those in. If you haven't hit like yet, hit that like button. But yeah, check out our live tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we do the full review and breakdown. And then don't forget to check out our Season 1 retrospective on Sunday, which is the Drunk Trekyards, which will be fun as well. So check that out in the afternoon. But yes, I do have to get up early tomorrow to do some filming and stuff, so I'm probably going to call this one soon. But like I said, if you have any last super chats to throw in, or if you want that last super chat slot and have that last super chat battle, please do so. Honestly, another $20 would be fantastic to get to a nice goal there, but not necessary. But you know, it does help the channel. So if you can, please do so. This has been a fantastic live. You guys are absolutely awesome. And next week, it'll be the same time, same channel, but it'll be talking about Discovery, episode 1 of season 3. So, there you go. So, anyway. Excited for Discovery, but not bursting. Yeah, pretty much. So there you go. Best Discovery review ever. Anywho, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. I should probably go a little bit longer for this live, but like I said, I'm very sore right now, and I got to get to bed a little bit earlier than usual. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in and joining me and putting in your inputs, your comments, your questions. Like I said, do not forget about our live tomorrow or on Sunday, because we got some more fun shenanigans that will ensue. I'm sure the Admiral will join us on Sunday as well, so you get to see some Sylvia, and maybe some costume changes and just us being drunk and foolish and stupid. And who knows where I'm going to film. I don't think I'll film downstairs. I'll probably find another spot to film, not here, somewhere that's more comfortable than this couch. Anyway. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have yourselves a great day. And yeah, Hooker Unleashed Films says, sweet dreams, y'all. I agree, sweet dreams. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And let's be thankful for Lower Decks, because they really did a fantastic job. Fantastic job with this show. And I am super impressed. Week on week, I was just impressed. So, Mike McMahon, you are a godsend to Star Trek, my friend. And it was a pleasure to have talked to you, and we hopefully will have him on the show again. So, anyway, guys, it's Captain Foley signing off. At ease, everyone. Back to your regularly scheduled lives. See ya.